Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel, Roseology. So today's pick a card reading really needs no introduction as it's pretty self-explanatory. So this is a yes or no pick a card reading, and how this works is to have an idea or a question in your mind. Whatever it is you want to ask, hold on to that question and pick a pile down below, and it will reveal a yes or a no answer. Now, I will say that a couple of these piles were a little ambiguous. They were playing kind of coy, and I knew that that was going to happen because as I was shuffling, it was a total mess, honestly. But I did end up coming to terms with either a yes or a no with each pile here. So before we get started with the reading, I just wanted to say that this is a general reading for the collective. So in order for this general reading to resonate with you specifically, you need to be intuitively synced into the energy of this pick a card. To help you all do that, I will be providing a 60-second meditation before the start of this reading, and I'll be placing crystals on each pile 30 seconds into that meditation. So if you'd like to participate, get into a calm and relaxed space, become aware of your own body, starting with your feet. Then work that awareness up in sections to your legs, then torso, then head, and down to your arms and hands. Once you've done that, take a deep breath in through your nose for around 5 seconds. Hold that breath for 3 seconds, and exhale for around 6 to 7 seconds. So this is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. So we'll go on ahead and start that meditation right now. So here on pile 1, we have a piece of tiger's eye. Here on pile 2, green calcite. Here on pile 3, lapis lazuli. And here on pile 4, moonstone. So I'll give you guys another 30 seconds to meditate with the crystals in each pile. All right, so hopefully that was enough time for you to tap into your own psychic knowing. I want to take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self and spirited self for delivering these beautiful messages, as well as I want to take the time to thank you for giving me and my channel a chance, for opening up your hearts to me and to this message here. I love you guys so very much for that. So now that all of that is out of the way, let's go on ahead and get to the reason that you've clicked on this video. All right, in pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So hopefully you still have your question in mind as to what it is that you are seeking guidance or a yes or no answer from. So we're going to be starting off with the tarot card first in no particular order. I'm just going to flip the 3 of them over, and then we'll go on ahead and move on to you guys' oracle cards, and then I'm going to do a flip on camera or a shuffle on camera from these cards to see if there's any sort of like energy centers or anything that you need to work with, or if there's just any other extra messages from these particular cards. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the tarot cards first. And we have here the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and Death. And do not be scared when you see the Death card, okay? It definitely doesn't mean what people have said it means. Okay, so starting off with the tarot cards here. So I'm seeing a no for my pile 1s, but it's not like a no that's set in stone, because it's like a no with stipulations or a yes with very strict instructions. There needs to be a release before proceeding with anything. The Queen of Cups is depicted as somebody in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck as a queen who's holding a cup that is sealed shut. So to see her in reverse here, it's almost giving me the visual of someone being turned over and trying to shake this chalice open, trying to shake that cup open. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles also in reverse. Again, this is a queen depicted in the Rider-Waite deck as a woman holding a pentacle that she's taken under her wing to nurture and grow and to develop into something more. She's in reverse as well. So this is saying to release what you've been trying to nurture or develop into something different. Then moving on to the Death card, this is literally the card of release. This is the card of completely allowing a greater force to move you into a different phase or to transform you into something else. And it's interesting because with these two queen cards, I'm seeing you putting your all into something else. I'm seeing you invest so much of yourself into this other thing, whether this be a person or not. It's like you are giving so much attention to this other thing. And then the Death card comes in. So it's like there's this higher power, this greater force that comes in and invests in you the way that you were investing in this chalice or in this pentacle, or the way that you were investing in this person or this project or this other thing, or, you know, whatever it is that you've been investing in. While you are spending your time and your energy investing into this other thing, it's like this higher power, the universe, spirit itself comes in and says, I'm investing in you. And so I need you to drop and stop everything to join me in this process. This divine being sort of comes in and says, we're not focusing on the external or on the outer or on anything that will distract you from yourself. Right now, we're focusing on transforming you. And so I'm seeing the universe and spirit come in and stopping you from further spending or sacrificing any more of yourself into this other thing. So you can focus on nurturing and developing, growing and evolving you. This is a no for my pile ones, but it's because you have to focus on you. These two queens are very, very nurturing creatures in the tarot, and they're in reverse saying that I'm spent. That's what they're basically saying for my pile ones. These two queens are saying I'm spent, I'm done. You know, they're just kind of like, I'm tired. I'm done giving to this other thing because, you know, these queens, they didn't get to the level of a queen. They didn't get to this regal status by not knowing or not using wisdom. These two queens had to utilize, all the queens in the tarot, had to utilize wisdom to get to the point that they are at, where they are sitting on a throne and they have subjects and they are ruling over a kingdom, where they are ruling over an empire. It took them wisdom to get to that point. And so these queens know, they know how to say, I'm done, I'm tired, I'm spent, I've given too much to others. Now I need to reinvest in myself. These queens know when to say that. They are coming through right now saying, you need to stop investing into others. Right now is the time to use wisdom and to say, this is not the time right now to invest into anything else other than yourself. So that's what I see them as. I see them as wisdom. I see them as wisdom coming in and saying, no, like this is a sacrifice. You've sacrificed, you've given a lot, and now you're being sort of asked in a way to sacrifice even more by investing into yourself. So it's like you're being asked to sacrifice this goal, this dream, this desire, this want, this need, because right now you need to invest in yourself. And so it is kind of still like a sacrifice, but you are at least replenishing. You're replenishing yourself so that the way you can carry through with nurturing this chalice or this cup and this pinnacle. Whatever it is in your life that you're actually trying to nurture, you are trying to bring into being, that can wait right now. And that's what I'm saying. So, these two queens are very nurturing creatures in the tarot, and they're in reverse saying that I'm spent, I'm done giving to this other thing. It's like they want to drop this pentacle or this chalice out of their hands so they can be free, to not have to focus on anything else, but to just simply allow this metamorphosis to occur. Because when we go through an evolution like what you're going through, have gone through, or is about to go through, it's draining, it's exhausting, it takes everything out of us. It's just like sleeping. Your body has to rest because it's performing thousands of these little micro functions every single day. It has to rest certain parts of itself, like the mind, because the mind takes up a lot of energy. And that's why when you're sleeping, the mind is sort of resting, because the mind takes up a lot of energy within the body. The body uses a lot of energy to deal with the mind when it's dealing with the mind. So, when we're resting, the mind is resting, so that the way the body can focus on other functions, it can spend that energy on other parts of the body, because it's kind of shut down this sort of main center that is the brain. So That's what's happening here. Death, transformation takes a lot of energy, and your being needs to rest right now to experience that. So it's a no, but it's not a hard no either. It's not like completely forget about this thing, throw it in the dumpster somewhere. It's more so like a hold on for a minute. And if you listen to that part of yourself that's quietly telling you, to hold on, because these two queens, they are highly intuitive as well. Obviously the Queen of Cups is because the Cups deals with emotions, it deals with the subconscious and tarot, but the Queen of Pentacles is also a highly intuitive being. And I know a lot of people kind of look at the Pentacles and say this doesn't really have to do with spirit or emotions or things like that, because the Pentacles deals with the material realm. It deals with the physical realm when it comes to tarot. But the Queen of Pentacles is highly intuitive as well, because in order for this Queen of Pentacles to nurture that one pentacle into something more, she has to be able to intuitively guess or interpret or decipher or discern what that pentacle needs in order for it to be healthy, in order for it to be nourished, in order for it to function and to grow. So I believe there's a quiet part of you that has already told you, no, not right now. There's something else that we need to deal with first. There's something else that is kind of coming in and taking priority over everything else. And these two queens, your intuition, your higher self has already quietly told you, not right now, hold on. So let's go ahead and get to you guys' oracle cards to see what else it is that we were saying about this yes or no question here. So the very first one that we have is the Mystic Circle. Your abilities will be enhanced. Look at that. Okay. The next card that we have here is, look at this, you guys, new moon in Scorpio. We literally just had a new moon in Scorpio, maybe not even a week ago. But this says work through your fears. The next card that we have here is South Node. Don't let your past hold you back, you guys. The next card that we have here is healing. Beautiful. Then Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. And look at this, you guys, take a break. A life's work, not a session. Get off the treadmill. I mean, I'm done. Seriously. All right. So now that I'm back from just being done, because I was just really like, okay, yeah, these cards are definitely confirming everything it was that I was picking up, even though I don't really think that it took very much energy to kind of discern what the message was here, because these two pentacles these two queens being in reverse, they're just like, look, sis, I'm done. Okay. I'm not feeling it right now. I don't want to deal with this right now. I don't want to do this right now. It's requiring too much of me. And then we have the card of death. This is all about release. Okay. So these oracle cards are coming through really trying to say, yeah, there's something else that needs your attention right now. And that's your own evolution, because we have healing. Okay. Healing. That's what's happening right now. The metamorphosis that you're going through, this little cocoon that you're sort of, evolving inside of, it's healing you. It's healing you. It's healing you of your fears. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. It's healing you of your past. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. It's healing you of these things. And then we have Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher, as well as take a break, a life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill, you guys. So dealing with this right now. And then we also have another card here that says mystic, just like this one, the Mystic Circle. So this is letting me know right now for my pile ones, you guys are going through what I would call an energetic upgrade. Okay, that's what I believe is happening here, is you guys are going through an energetic upgrade, and that takes a lot of energy, time, patience, focus, and determination. It takes a lot out of a person, because you are literally being cleansed of your fears, of your past. Your priorities are being reevaluated and purged. A lot of you are being purged right now, pile one. So it's important to respect that. That thing that you want will definitely be here afterwards, for sure. It's not going anywhere. And I believe that that's why many of you are receiving this no right now from spirit, because you are being prepared to accept more into your life. And that thing you want may definitely change. The thing that you think you want may definitely change by the end of this metamorphosis, because we have two cards here talking about mysticism. Your abilities will be enhanced. Priestess. So yeah, this is also alluding to me as well, like I was saying with these two queen cards here, that your intuition was speaking to you and telling you, no, not right now. Now's not the time. Your intuition has definitely been speaking to you. It's probably very quiet. So, you have to get quiet. You have to get still to really be able to pick up on those different messages and to even learn the language of your higher self, because your higher self speaks its own language. It speaks the language of energy. And so it takes time to learn that to learn that intuitive language, to learn how to interpret it and to decipher it. So your intuition has been telling you for some time now, like, no, just now's not the time. You've been getting those little feelings, or you've been getting kind of like stopped every chance. Every time you try to take that step forward, you may be getting stopped. You may be getting resistance, and that's because spirit right now is saying, no, you need to focus on you. You need to focus on this evolution that I need you to go through. That the way we can get back to business, basically. But the thing is here is that your fears are being purged. Your past is being purged. Mysticism, your abilities will be enhanced. Your abilities, your talents, your spiritual gifts and abilities are being strengthened and enhanced, you guys. So this is why we have the sisterhood of the rose. The rose is the highest, it's a flower that operates at the highest vibrational frequency over any other plant or flower or anything like that. So for me to see that is definitely telling me that you are receiving these energetic upgrades right now. You're going through energetic upgrades. Your vibration is literally being raised. And that is why certain things are dying off right now, because they're not in alignment with your own vibration. They're not in alignment with your own frequency. So they're being shed. They're being released from your life, a life's work. This is why we have the card here. Take a break. Take a break. It's a life's work. It's not a season. This is an entire evolutionary process that you are going through. So this is not something that's just going to last for a few weeks. No, this is an entire journey that you are on. And healing as well. You're going through healing. Like I was saying, new moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is kind of like, I look at Scorpio as almost like the toilet of the zodiac. And I'm not saying that in like an asshole sort of way, but Scorpio is kind of like, and Scorpio rules the anus. It literally rules the anus, because Scorpio is the sign that releases, it metabolizes, it digests. What it does is it releases, just like our body does the same thing when it releases things through its bowels. It releases things through your intestinal tract. Your intestinal tract, I guess that's how you say it. I don't know. But Scorpio rules the anus because it's all about releasing. You need to purge yourself of certain things. If we didn't have that ability to release waste from our body would fill up with toxins and it would die. We wouldn't last very long. So Scorpio, the energy of Scorpio is dealing with this very grimy, dirty, nasty cleanup process, but only Scorpio can handle what it has to endure. And that is the energy that you're kind of facing or dealing with right now, my pile ones. Either you have faced it, you're about to face it, or you're dealing with this energy right now. And we are in Scorpio season, and we have the death card here. The death card is ruled by Pluto in the tarot. Pluto is the one that co-rules Scorpio along with Mars. But as you can see, all the cards are kind of speaking together here. So it's very, very interesting. But yeah, let's go ahead and pull from these cards here to see what else it is that is going on. All right. Confusion. Let's see what else we are seeing. Let me just fix these. I hate having a messy board, a messy desk. All right. We'll do one more card. Okay. Trickery, discovery, and confusion. All right. And this is dealing with the root chakra. We have red. Trickery is dealing with the heart chakra because we have green. And this confusion right here is gray. So that is dealing with, I believe, maybe the soul star or the earth chakra. You know what? Let me just check because I don't want to tell you guys anything wrong. Okay. So... No, this gray card here is actually a neutral card. All right. So we have trickery, discovery, and confusion. So you guys, you may be very confused right now. You may want to move forward. But like I was saying, what you guys are going through is an energetic upgrade. that's going to cause some confusion. That's going to cause some stress. That's going to cause some moments and feelings of doubt where it's like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I know I want to move forward. I know I want to progress, but I feel like I'm being stopped at every turn. It's not you. This is spirit. This is fate. This is a part of your journey. This is part of your destiny to be stopped right now, to go through this metamorphosis, to go through this change. So you may be feeling very confused, and that may be this timing may be throwing my pile ones off right now. But don't feel discouraged. Don't feel dismayed. Don't feel as if this isn't happening, because like I was saying earlier, when I first saw these tarot cards, was like, I'm seeing a no, but it's not like a hard set no set in stone. It's like, it's more so like a just wait, because right now we need to do something else first. And then we have discovery. Like I was saying, you might not even want what you think you want after this change, after this evolution occurs. You may discover certain things about yourself, as well as we have the cards here saying your abilities will be enhanced. And mysticism, priestess, teacher, discovery, you're discovering a lot of things about you, yourself. And then we even have, even though this is a card dealing with the root chakra, the heart is really sticking out to me right here. Let me just focus in on it. The heart is really sticking out to me right here. And we also do have the card of the heart chakra here. Okay, so the heart is really sticking out to me right here, but this is all about discovering a new facet, a new aspect of yourself, a new trait, a new ability, maybe even. Okay, death, we're transforming into something else. So more abilities, more talents, more gifts, more spiritual gifts may be enhanced. They will be enhanced, but they're probably going to be unlocked and activated. And so that's also going to cause a little bit of like a wobbliness, where it's almost like you have to learn all over again how to work with these new abilities, with these new aspects and traits. All right. And then the card of trickery. So this is telling me to be very careful. Again, this is almost like saying what it was that I kind of touched on, where it's like, you might not want what you think you want after this evolutionary process. And that may be, again, what spirit is also trying to say is like, you know what, let's just go through this process first to see if you even really want what you think you want, as well as this could be saying, because we have the Queen of Cups here in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This could also be saying that right now you need to cut off any sort of distractions. There may be some distractions around you that are not serving your greatest and highest good, and to be careful of that, okay? As well as what I'm seeing with this trickery and confusion and discovery is, well, mainly trickery and confusion I'm seeing coming through as your fears and your past. Do not allow your past and your fears to trick you, to confuse you, to cause any sort of trickery and confusion is literally like the same sort of energy, the same sort of vibration that I'm getting from both of these cards, where it's like, do not allow your past or your fears to trick you or to confuse you out of this metamorphosis. Do not allow, death is a very scary thing, but it is so beautiful in the grand scheme of things, because you are coming back into your own essence. You are going back home, but we've confused death with something that's so scary because it's so different from the life that we were, used to leading, that from the life that we were used to living for all the years that we were alive, right? So for me, what I'm seeing is, do not allow this time of metamorphosis and change and evolution to scare you or trick you back into your past or back into a state of fear. Do not allow this to happen, because this evolution is happening for you right now. And it's a beautiful, amazing evolution that is happening. You are healing is what is going on. But you can easily kind of fall off of that wagon, because it's very easy right now for my pile ones to kind of go back into a place where it's like, let me go back into my past, the things that made me feel comfortable, because you're going through such an uncomfortable evolution, change, death. It's all very uncomfortable. Healing is actually painful. Healing is uncomfortable. It's all very uncomfortable. But what is happening is you are kind of like a snake shedding its skin. You're literally coming into a new version, a fresher version of yourself, where you are feeling more alive, more inspired. Your quality of life will be raised. But the thing is that you have to go through this change first. And like I was saying, this is Scorpio. Scorpio is all about death and transformation. You are transforming. Transformation, death, change, healing. It is never easy. It actually almost in a sense, tricks us or confuses us into thinking things are not getting better. Things are getting worse. They are not getting worse. Okay. If you have, and I kind of just felt that, come through from somewhere. So if that resonated with you, if you have been feeling like, yeah, things are really changing, but I am not happy about it, or it seems like things are changing for the worse, they're not. Do not allow this time to trick you or confuse you. You are going right towards your north node. Do not stop this process, okay? Please don't stop this process. Just try to connect to your heart space. Try to connect to your center, to your own truth. Ground yourself, work with your heart chakra and your root chakra. Your root chakra controls your fears. Your heart chakra controls your truth. Work with these two elements, because working with those two elements will cause you to have this almost awareness or this enlightenment or this realization of, okay, things are actually getting better, but this chaos or this inconvenience or this awkwardness, this change, this pain, what it is that I'm feeling and enduring and suffering through right now is for my greatest good. Do not allow this to trick you, okay? So that's all I'm seeing for my pile ones. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I pray that this reading brought you guys some love, support, clarity, and strength. I want to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self and spirit itself for coming through and delivering such a beautiful, powerful message today. Hopefully you all come back to visit me sometime soon, but until next time, I'm just going to go on ahead and move on to the next pile number 2. All right, bye guys. All right, and pile number 2, welcome to your reading. So we'll be starting off with the tarot cards first before I get to the oracle cards, and then later on I'll be shuffling from this deck on camera just to see if there's any sort of chakras or energy things that you need to work on or focus on or whatever the case. But so hopefully you still have your question or your inquiry in mind about what it is that you are hoping to receive a yes or no answer from. Okay, so we'll start off with the tarot cards in no particular order. I'm just going to be reading them and deriving whatever message it is that they are trying to convey. Okay. So the first tarot card that we have here is the 8 of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Wands, also in reverse, and the Universe. Beautiful. So I'm seeing that whatever was blocking my pile 2s is gone. So if there was any sort of resistance or blockages or hindrance, it's gone now, whatever it was. The interesting thing about this, though, is that now that the block is gone and is no longer in your way, it's like you grew used to it in a sense. You grew used to dealing with that resistance, and now that it's gone, it's almost like, well, now what do I do? It's like it's too good to be true, but not where you don't believe it. It was just always there. You know, it's like, it's not that you're having a hard time believing that things are a little more easy now, but it's just like that resistance, that difficulty, that challenge was always there. You grew so used to dealing with it. There was always something in the way or in between you and this thing that you desired. But I'm seeing that it's gone now, and you're free to do whatever you choose, whatever it may be. So this could be a bit overwhelming to not have this resistance there anymore, because that blockage gave you a target. It gave you a goal. It gave you something to focus your energy and your efforts on. And now that it's not there, I see you searching for a new target, a new bullseye to center your attention on. So I'm seeing a yes with whatever particular question you were asking about. I'm just seeing maybe sort of like a lack of direction or a lack of inspiration with this Ace of Wands in reverse here. Because like I said, you were always so focused on freeing yourself from this block. But now that you are in a space of completely like free reign creation here, those mental blocks have been released. This 8 of Swords in reverse. This 8 of Swords in reverse is showing that those mental blocks have been released. They've fallen away. You're no longer trapped by any sort of mental blocks, any sort of limiting beliefs, any sort of fears, doubts, insecurities, whatever may have been mentally sort of tormenting you has been released. It's gone. I'm seeing whatever sort of energetic block with this Ace of Wands being in reverse is gone. It's been dissolved completely. And so with this Universe card, I see you wondering where your energy belongs now. But the amazing thing is that you get to decide. I see you bridging heaven and earth with this Universe card. That's the amazing thing, is like I see you kind of pulling down your prayers, your intentions, your wants and needs from heaven to this material plane down to earth, because that's what the universe is. She is the bridge, or she is the common ground, the common denominator between all things, between heaven and earth and all planes of existence. So you've really been freed up. There's nothing standing in your way right now. This is a yes, but I'm feeling like you just need a target. If you are lacking a target or a goal or a wish, that's what you need right now. Because it looks like she's looking at like this planet or this star in her hands, almost as if she's like consulting it like a crystal ball. Like, what do I do next? Where do I go next? You know, like this mission is done. This challenge is done. I've completely annihilated. Now what's the next move? And that's kind of what I'm seeing here with my pile 2s. So you've really been freed up. But what you need to do is you need to consult every aspect of yourself with this universe card to see what you truly want or need, and let that become your new area of focus. Let that become your new target. Okay, so let's go on ahead and check out you guys' oracle cards to see what else it is that we are seeing with this yes or no question. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not seeing anything else with you guys' tarot cards. Normally I like to like write as I'm looking at the tarot cards, because I go into like a channel where I'm like automatic writing, where I'm receiving downloads when I'm writing. That's when I receive the most information, is when I'm writing. But I'm just kind of winging this one today. So let's see. Yeah, I think that's all I'm saying. So let's go on ahead and check out you guys' oracle cards, see what else it is that is going on. The very first one that we have is your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. Interesting. A fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. That makes a lot of sense. Communication. Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Look at that. Creating heaven on earth. You guys, I was talking about heaven on earth, bridging heaven and earth together. Wow. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Wow. I told you guys have been released from something. You've definitely been released from something. And the satyr, revelry and indulgence. I think I'm saying that right. You guys did comment and tell me how to pronounce a few words in this deck. I think I'm saying this right. The satyr. Hopefully I am. Okay, so for my pile twos, this is interesting. Just starting off with the unbound card here. Let me move these up to make sure you guys can see this. Make sure it's in the frame. Okay, so this is interesting. Starting off with this unbound card here, this is definitely kind of like telling me for sure that some sort of soul pattern, a contract, past life, karmic cycles, karma, you've been released from something. Like I was saying, you guys have been freed. You've been released from some sort of blockage, from some sort of resistance that was just always sort of in your way. And you've recently come to just completely cleansing that, purging that from you, from your being, from your system. And mentally, you've purged that from yourself. Energetically, spiritually, you've purged that from yourself. And now you're kind of just free to decide where to go, what to do. And this may be why you're experiencing a little bit of that feeling of, well, now what do I do? Because you're not just like being freed from just this one blockage. It's like your soul is being freed. It's like your soul is being freed from a contract or something that it was supposed to have done. I feel as if though my pile twos within this incarnation, I feel as though you guys have handled it. I feel as though you've taken care of it. I feel as though you have closed it out. It's like you clock out at the end of work, at the end of your workday, you kind of clock out. I feel like your soul literally clocked out and said, okay, that part of my journey is done. And it's almost as if, like, you guys know how we're moving into the age of Aquarius, right? And these ages, they last for so long that it's not like where you just go from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius because it goes counterclockwise, that Yucca calendar. It goes counterclockwise, and it's a 26,000 year cycle. So every age that we're in lasts for about a couple thousand years, with every zodiac sign that we spend the age in. So with us moving into the age of Aquarius, it's kind of like, yeah, we've clocked out of the age of Pisces, but now it's like we're moving into this different age, and it's like, well, how do we, it's like you got to get your footing together again. And because you were so focused, your soul, your being, this isn't just you, this is your soul. Your soul was so focused on handling this, like this journey, this contract, that was its main target. That was its main goal. And you finished that. You finished this really huge part of your journey. And so now it's kind of like, all right, now you're kind of like phasing into this new age. Your soul, your being is phasing into a new age, into a new dawn. And so now it's just kind of like, how do I handle this? Where do I go? What do I do? Your soul knows what to do, but this is a huge, huge thing when we, finally close out certain patterns and karmic cycles, because our soul has been alive since the very beginning. So it's like there's certain things that we've been dealing with, certain patterns, certain cycles that we've been dealing with for who knows how long. And the fact that you have finally closed it out within this incarnation is a huge, huge deal. And Lemuria, creating heaven on earth, it's happening. Like I was saying with this universe card, I just kept kind of saying like heaven on earth, heaven on earth. Somebody bridging heaven and earth together, someone bridging the planes of spirit and physical together. And that's exactly what I'm seeing here. You are literally creating your own Garden of Eden. That's what Lemuria is. It was like, kind of considered like this Garden of Eden where mankind was first at. And it was like, it's like this paradise on earth. So that's why people call it heaven on earth, because it's what it was. And so that's why I'm seeing you literally bring down whatever it is that you've been trying to manifest, whatever it is that you've been trying to bring into your life, whatever you've been praying for, asking for, looking for. You are literally bringing that into your reality now. Creating heaven on earth, you're bringing it right down from the heavens into your own physical reality, into your own physical existence. And then we have the Seder, revelry and indulgence. Yeah, exactly. What do you want? Because the world, the universe is your smorgasbord now. The universe is your playground. What do you want? Literally, you can have anything at this point. It's like literally, what do you want? This is a huge thing. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. This is telling me for sure that there was some sort of resistance. There was some sort of blockage. Like I've been saying this whole reading, there was something there, but it's now gone. And your commitment was being tested. Your soul's commitment to this journey, your soul's commitment to ending this cycle, this pattern, this karmic cycle, your soul was being tested. You were being tested a lot. You were really being dragged through the mud here. You were really being tested a lot. And I feel as though you've now been released from this thing. A fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. Yeah, for sure. It's closed out. It's gone. It's done. It's not in your way anymore. And who knows how long this thing has been in your way. This thing could have been resisting you for decades, hundreds of years, thousands of years. This really could have been, for me, I'm just feeling like this is such a huge thing. This is a huge thing that you've been released from. This is not something that's only been going on for like the last few years of your life. No, this is something that you've been dealing with for lives now, for several incarnations, for hundreds, maybe even thousands of years. And you finally have closed it out within this incarnation. And that is why right now, Spirit in the universe is blessing you with, well, what do you want? Literally, the universe is your smorgasbord. It is your playground. What do you want? You can have anything because you handled this. You took care of it. You annihilated. You moved it completely out of your way. It is no longer resistance because you dealt with it. You dealt with it. So what do you want? Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. You can indulge in this. You can just go ham, literally asking the universe for anything. A fiery climax approaches. This was a big deal. This was like the showdown of a lifetime. This was a huge deal for your soul, for your spirit to deal with, for it to endure, for it to step up to the challenge, for it to step up to the plate. It was a huge deal. And so some of you honestly may be still kind of dealing with closing this thing out. You may be coming to the end of closing this thing out. For this card to be here, your commitment is being tested. Some of you may still be kind of dealing with the tail end of this challenge, but you are like, do not stop, because you are going to be released from this thing. And once you do, it's like the floodgates of heaven are just going to open, and you are just going to receive. You're going to be allowed to receive, ask for, and you will receive anything it is that you want. I'm not even joking with you guys. Communication. I'm seeing this as a channel for some reason. I'm seeing this as a channel. I'm seeing this as a stream. Again, I'm seeing heaven on earth. I'm seeing this as you pulling from a different higher place. I'm seeing this as you pulling from a higher power, from a higher energy, from a more divine source. I'm seeing you pull down energy, help, support, strength. I'm seeing you as a channel. The universe is very closely watching you at this moment. If you're still kind of dealing with closing this thing out, I'm seeing like the universe like really keep a close eye on this whole ordeal, because it's such a big fucking deal. And communication, like I was saying, this is like a channel for me. I'm just seeing is like clear roads. It's like a clear road with this communication card. It's like now the road, now the stream, now this channel is clear. And that's why you're able to pull down whatever it is that you want from the universe, from your angels, from your guides, from your ancestors. You are literally allowed to ask for whatever it is that you want, because this channel has been cleared, because you have been unbound. You've been released. You've been released from this thing. You've been mentally, energetically, spiritually, you've been released. Your past lives have been released. Your ancestors have been released. This was a really big deal. Wow, that's awesome. So I'm just going to go on ahead and shuffle some cards from here to see what else it is that we're seeing. But for my pile twos, yeah, this is a definite yes. Like I was saying, you may just have to kind of find a new sort of target to focus on. You may be going through you may be going through sort of like a weird time right now because you're trying to find that new thing for your soul, for your being to focus on. So it may feel a little weird because you're kind of like in this rest period where it's like you've been really kind of in a boxing match with a huge challenge for a long time, and now that you just knocked that thing out, like it is done, it's knocked out, the ref came in, counted to 10, that thing is done, it's sleeping, it's over, right? And now that this fight is over, it's like, well, do I start preparing and training for the next fight, or do I, take this time to go on ahead and rest and enjoy the fruits of my labors? I'm seeing this as this is time for you to enjoy the fruits of your labors, to ask for whatever the hell it is that you want. All right, so let me go on ahead and shuffle from this deck here to see what else it is that I'm seeing. But like I said, it's a definite yes. Okay. Uh-oh. I feel like there's just another one in here. Hold on. Okay. Those came out pretty aggressively and pretty fast. And the cards that we had looking... My pile twos, I'm done with you guys. We're going to close out this reading right now. Like literally, I'm so done with you guys. You guys see this? Abundance. And it's interesting because with this communication card down here, I was wondering if I was kind of picking up your solar plexus chakra. And that is the area where we deal with power. That is the area where we deal with our own identity. And so to see this card come up, this is dealing with the solar plexus chakra, but abundance, you guys, you see this abundance. It's like you find this treasure trove. Like I'm telling you guys, the gates of heaven are about to open for you guys. And whatever it is that you want, it is yours. It's coming. It's going to materialize. Renewal. You've been renewed. Whatever it was that this fiery climax that approached, you've dealt with it. Many of you have dealt with it. Many of you are coming up to the very tail end. Many of you are about to throw your last haymaker, your last uppercut, and this thing is about to be done. It's about to be sleeping. The referee's about to come in, count to 10, and you're done. So a lot of you are about to kind of face the end of this challenge, right? But this is full on renewal, and this is dealing with the root chakra here because this is red. So this is full on renewal for you guys. And then moving on, we have recovery. You guys, you see this? And this is dealing with the crown chakra. So we have recovery here. You guys are... Wow. You guys have seriously recovered a lot from this cycle, from this pattern, from this karma that has come to an end. You guys have seriously recovered a lot. You've recovered a lot of yourself. You've recovered a lot of your own essence. You've recovered a lot of your own energy. You've recovered a lot of your own blessings, abundance. You're coming to collect what is yours. That's what's happening with my pile twos. You guys are coming to collect what is yours. Recovery. I'm coming in here to say, no, this abundance is mine. You've been in my damn way for way too long. Get out, uppercut, haymaker, you're done. Get out of here because it's time for me to collect. It's time for me to receive what it is that's always been mine. But because you were always in my way, because this blockage, because this resistance was always in my way, it was like I was never allowed to have it. It was like I was never allowed. I was always reaching for it and never actually grabbing it. Well, you're grabbing it now. That abundance is coming, you guys. This is amazing. Renewal and recovery. Wow, you guys are some fighters, my pile twos. You guys are some serious fighters. You guys are some fighters, and you guys really, gave this thing your all. And because of that, like I was saying, Lemuria, heaven on earth, you were pulling heaven onto earth, literally, because of what you've gone through, because of what you've endured, because of what you've been through, and because you remained so committed to this fight. you remain so committed to clearing out this part of your cycle, to clearing out this part of your karma. And because of that, the universe is going to reward you greatly and abundantly. You're going to be so abundantly rewarded for this. So this is amazing. So this is a huge yes for my pile twos, but I feel like just whatever it is that you've been wanting or asking for, I feel like it was never a no. I feel like you just had to kind of get this thing out of the way, but whatever it is, it's definitely coming for you guys. So this is a huge yes. Whatever it is you're looking for or wanting to go after, this is a huge yes. Now's your time. Okay, it's coming for sure. All right, so this is all that I'm seeing for my pile twos. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I pray that this reading brought you guys some love, support, clarity, and strength. And I'm actually looking at the clock right now. It's 3:33 for my pile twos. You guys, I can't. And 333 equals the number 9. 9 is the last number that deals with completion, right? This is right before you get to 10 and you start over again. So this is crazy. I need to close out my pile twos. The energy is it's too crazy right now. So thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I want to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, and beautiful spirit itself for delivering such an amazing, powerful message today. Hopefully you guys come back to visit me sometime soon. But until next time, you guys stay safe, stay blessed. I love you guys so very much. And I'm going to go on ahead and move on to the next pile number 3. All right. Bye, guys. All right. And pile number 3, welcome to your reading. So we'll be starting off with the tarot cards here first. In no particular order, I'm just going to flip them over and just read from them. And then we'll move on to the oracle cards. After I read your oracle cards, I'll be doing a shuffle on camera just to see if there's any other extra messages that come up for your yes or no inquiry, whatever it is that whatever question you are inquiring about or thinking about. Hopefully you still have that in mind as we get into your reading. And I'll also see if there's any sort of energetic blockages or chakras that need to be worked on, anything like that. And that's why I'll be shuffling those cards later on. So let's go on ahead and get started with your tarot cards first. All right. And the very first card that we have here is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Queen of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. All right, starting off with the tarot cards here. So I'm seeing with this Ace of Pentacles in reverse that you are searching for something that you already possess and you just don't know it. As well as with this Three of Pentacles in reverse, you have contrived this idea that someone or something else holds the key to your contentment or your peace or your happiness, fulfillment, success, the answers, knowledge. But the thing is like, that's not the case, because the Queen of Wands upright is here to tell you that you have to learn to find all of those feelings or whatever feeling you're looking for or searching for. You have to learn how to first see it in you before you can see it in anything or anyone else. She wants you to feel confident with or without something or someone else. With or without what you think you need to be confident. She wants you to feel beautiful with or without this external validation of it. The Queen of Wands is a type of queen. She's a type of woman to post a fire ass picture on Instagram, get no likes, and be on top of the world. Like, not being phased at all, because she knows she's that woman. She knows that she is worth 1 million likes. With or without the outside validation, with or without those 1 million likes, she knows that that's what that picture is worth. She knows that that's what she is worth. She could care less if you mirror back to her what she knows to be true, because she knows she is already enough. She already feels fulfilled, confident, beautiful, sexy, attractive, strong, powerful, authentic. She embodies these things. She doesn't ask for others' permission to be these things. She claims them for herself. And that's why she has a right to the throne that she sits on, because she knows who she is. So if you can't look in the mirror and see the things that make you happy to see in everyone else, there's a disconnect here from your own reality. You have a Queen of Wands living inside of you, whether you are male or female, no matter how you identify. You have a Queen of Wands living within your being, wanting to get out and say, hey, that person or thing you think you need to have fun is you. You are the party. You are the knowledge that you think that you need to receive from someone else, because the Three of Pentacles kind of talks about collaboration. It's like sort of almost like mentoring or learning from someone else. And so it's like, to see this in reverse is like, you know, you may be looking for these answers, for this knowledge from other people because maybe they seem more knowledgeable, maybe they have more years of study, or, you know, whatever the case. But it's like, No, you are the knowledge. Trust that you have your own knowledge. You are the party. You are the confidence. You are the beauty. You are the peace. You are the joy. You are the fulfillment. You are the love that you are looking for in all these other places. You already possess all of these things. It's not these other things that are making you feel this way. Just because that person says, oh, hey, you look nice today, doesn't make your outfit look any better. Doesn't make you look any better. It only makes you feel better because you are thinking that you're receiving that validation when in reality, it's like, no, you already look good, you know? And it's like, don't depend on someone else to prove this to you, because another person may see you that day and be like, oh my goodness, like you're looking bomb. But they might not say anything because they're feeling envious, or maybe they're feeling insecure. Maybe they're feeling as though they don't look as good, or maybe they just don't even know how to give a compliment. Some people don't even know how to say nice things and how to give compliments. I know it sounds crazy, but that's just the truth. And so it's like, don't go looking for these things in other places, because other people have sort of their own hangups. They might not be able to provide the validation that you're looking for. And the crazy part is like, you already are that. These other external sources are already seeing what it is that you're looking for in you. You're just not seeing it in yourself. And so you're looking for it in them. And it's like, you already have it. You know what I mean? Like, I hope that made sense. I really do hope that made sense. It made sense in my brain, but it is Mercury retrograde. So, but yeah, like you are all of these things. So I'm saying a no for right now for my pile threes, but it's like a weird no. I don't even feel comfortable saying no. And I don't feel comfortable saying yes either, because it's like, it's so weird. I feel like you just have to see it first within you, and then it's going to be a yes. It's like, you're not going to receive that yes until you see that yes within you. You're not going to receive that validation until you see that validation within yourself. You're not going to see what you need in other places until you see it within yourself. And so that's why it's like a weird thing. I'm feeling like it's like a no, but it's not like a hard no. It's just like you need to realize something first. You need to wake up first. You need to see the truth first, because you're looking for this in the wrong places. And if you were to find what you were looking for elsewhere, you will never discover your own treasure and your own value. You'll never properly see it if you find this elsewhere. So I'm seeing a no right now for my pile threes, because something wants you to wake up and see yourself, or this person, or this thing. There's something in your possession that you already have, whether that be you or something it is that you own, something it is that you have, something it is that is yours. You already have what it is that you're looking for. This could be a relationship, a person, or whatever, but you already have it. So I'm seeing a no until you learn how to kind of see the value in what it is that you already own and what it is that you already possess. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at you guys' oracle cards here to see what else it is that we are seeing. Okay, and the very first one that we have here is the dagger. Conflict and danger lie in wait. Don't worry about this card either. Don't let it scare you. Inner temple. Devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. The ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Step out of your comfort zone. North node. Spiritual career. And look at that. Perseverance. Beautiful. All right. So I'm seeing perseverance as don't give up on yourself. Keep searching for your own meaning, for your own knowledge and strength. Don't look to others for it, because if you place others on a pedestal, that means that somebody has to stay behind, right? Someone has to stay behind to admire who is on that pedestal, to notice that there's even an elevated position that someone else is on. So don't volunteer to be the person looking up to something or someone else. So be what you see in that other individual or person. This is time for you to step up, to be what you see, to be what you admire in something or someone else. Moving on to spiritual career here. So for me, what I'm getting with the spiritual career card is this feels like work to you. It feels almost impossible for some of you to believe in yourself, to be confident, to put yourself up to the same standard as another person. There's so much admiration and respect of others, but when it comes to you, you just don't see the same value in yourself or in what it is that you already possess. Like, I'm pretty sure that you have talents and gifts, but you may see someone else with similar talents and say they're so much better than me. When in reality, it's like, but they're not you. they're still not you. They can't bring the same thing to the table that you can. Like if it was, let's just say, playing the piano, for instance, is just an example. Sure, they may have went to a fancy school or practice on the nicest, most expensive pianos. Maybe they've been training longer. Maybe they've been training with world-renowned teachers and stuff of the piano. I don't know. But at the end of the day, they are still not you. And what you see in someone else, you can possess as well. Like perseverance, you guys. Perseverance. Don't give up on you, as well as some of you may have some involvement in the spiritual arts and the healing arts, something like that, to get this spiritual career card here. So you may be dealing with something in these spiritual arts, and especially if you're dealing with the healing arts, dealing with spirituality, dealing with energy, if that is where your career, your purpose, or your passion is at, there is so much insecurity that bleeds in when you are working with your intuition. Because it's like when you're working with like an instrument or with like a talent or something that's kind of outside of your intuition, it's very easy to kind of be like, oh, that sounds good or that looks good. But when you're dealing with your intuition, it's like you really just have to step out on a ledge and just trust what it is that's coming to you. So many times it's like when I'm doing readings and stuff, it's like, I don't know if this is hitting home for anyone, but it's like, all I know is what's coming to me. I just have to walk in my Queen of Wands and know that this is what is coming to me, whether it resonates with you or not. This is what is coming to me. This is what I'm getting. So if you are in a career that deals with spirituality or energy or healing or something like that, I could understand wholeheartedly why you might have some insecurities or some doubts from time to time. Those sort of things, they bleed in very easily when it comes to this type of job. But the crazy thing is like, you have to really block them out to be able to receive the messages, to be able to help, to be able to heal, to be able to help others along on their journey. You really have to be able to block out those doubts, and you need to walk fully in your Queen of Wands, where you are completely confident in saying, no, this is what I'm getting. This is what I'm receiving. This is who I am. This is what I do. This is what this means to me. You have to know what you're doing at the end of the day. That's the most important thing. Okay. So yeah, this card could also be alluding to that as well. But I'm definitely just picking up as like, it feels like a job to really try to see yourself in the same light that you may see others or someone else. This is just an example, but it's like, maybe you don't think that you live in the nicest place ever, as to when you're like visiting a friend's house, or as to when you're seeing like MTV Cribs, or, you're seeing someone else's house on social media or whatever the case. But at the end of the day, this is your house. This is your place. It might not be the Taj Mahal, but at the end of the day, it's your place. You know what I mean? Like, you have to find the value in the things it is that you own. So this might not be aspects or traits of yourself. This could be the things that you own as well, like your home or your car or your clothes, or certain characteristics you have, or certain, what is that called? Certain features. Yeah, there we go. That's the word. You may have certain features that you don't like, but maybe you don't like your hair. Maybe you don't like your skin tone. Maybe you don't like your job. Maybe you don't think you make enough money. Like it's all these comparisons I'm seeing here. It's like a lot of comparisons. And so that's what I'm seeing with this step out of your comfort zone here. Where is it at? Yeah, right here. That's what I'm seeing with the step out of your comfort zone, to realize that you are the North Star. There is greatness in you, Queen of Wands, that many of you have not tapped into yet. So you admire the greatness in others, but let me tell you why you admire this greatness in others. You admire the greatness and power in others because you can see it. You can identify with their greatness. And so you're able to appreciate it, but you can see it because it also exists within you. If you can appreciate someone else's power, it's because you can identify with it. You can see power, and you can see it because it also lives within you. That's why I was saying whatever you see within them is within you. All right. And then communication is key over here. I'm seeing this as tuning, like this inner temple card. Where is it at? The inner temple. Yeah. Like this inner temple card. I'm seeing this as tune into the portal of your heart. I don't know why, but I'm seeing this as you need to attach yourself to what you see in others. And you do that by going into your heart space, into your heart chakra. And you need to attach yourself to that same value that you give others. You need to attach yourself to your own value and to your own worth to really bring up that confidence, to really bring out that Queen of Wands energy that is living within you. It's just like she's living dormant because you're not very expressive of her yet. You're not appreciating your own Queen of Wands yet. So she's not going to come out. She's not going to fully step onto that stage until she knows that you are backing her up 100%, because she needs you to know her worth. She needs you to know your worth in order to know that you even have a Queen of Wands existing within you. And then the ever unfolding rose, it's cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. You are blossoming. You are coming into your own. This is why, like I was saying, you can see other flowers that have fully blossomed. You resonate with their journey because you have one of your own to travel down, and you resonating with their journey because a part of you knows you have a greatness in you that just needs to be birthed. And then conflict and danger lie in wait. Yes, it does. If you keep neglecting your own power, your own journey, your own abilities, yes, challenges and conflict will be at every step and turn, because you are not connecting to the full picture. Yes, these other people, these other beings and things are great, but so are you. So I'm seeing a no, but it's like your eyes have to fully open first. And once they do, I'm seeing you take the bull by the horns, and I'm seeing that no turn into a yes. But you have to see your own value, your own worth first. You have to stop putting this sort of putting others on this pedestal, because they don't belong on this pedestal. They don't belong on that throne. You do. Your Queen of Wands does. You're the one that belongs on that pedestal and that throne, okay? So I'm going to go on ahead and shuffle from these cards here to see what else it is that I'm seeing for my pile threes. Sorry guys, there's a plane. Hold on. Okay, I feel like there's one more, so let's see. And I don't like to pull, or when like more than one card jumps out, I don't use it because I just feel like it's just, so let's see. Okay, whatever that was, it kind of flipped over. Let's just take a look at it anyways. So we have here creation. Like I was saying, you are birthing your own Queen of Wands. You are creating her literally as you speak. Acceptance. Yes, you need to accept. Oh, my camera's not even focused. Yes, you need to accept your own worth, your own value. And this is dealing with the root chakra. This is like, when you see the gray cards here, this is like a neutral card. So it's not necessarily associated with any one chakra. But this acceptance card is dealing with the root chakra here. And that's what I'm seeing. It's like, you need to accept who you are. You need to accept the fact that you have your own value, that it's not everywhere else. Whatever it is that you're looking for, it exists within you. You have to accept that. Despondence and self-worth, you guys. Look at what I didn't even know that. Wow. Self-worth. Well, first of all, like I was saying, this deals with the root chakra. This deals with the sacral chakra because it's orange. And then this one right here deals with the third eye, I think, chakra. Yeah, it deals with the third eye chakra. So it's interesting. Self-worth, that's self-explanatory. That's pretty, I mean, we know what that's talking about. That's talking about your own Queen of Wands, trying to come out and say, hey, it's time for us to step up to the plate. It's time for us to step onto that pedestal. It's time for us to take our own seat on our throne. It's time for us to take our seat on our own throne. And despondence, this is dealing with the third eye chakra. So this is all about feeling immobilized, feeling like you can't necessarily move. You can't necessarily do anything. You're really kind of wondering, well, what's in my way? Why is this in my way? Why is this happening? And it's like you keep getting all these opportunities to really step into your Queen of Wands, but you never take them because they don't look like the opportunities that you're thinking of. These opportunities are coming through differently than how you imagine them to be. And so despondence, this card talks about, somebody feeling immobilized, and it takes something kind of shocking happening to make you realize like, oh, wow, all I had to ever do was just move. All I ever had to do was, instead of just looking into everyone else's value, into everyone else's worth, all I ever had to do was look in the mirror. All I ever had to do was just move, just take that one step forward, just open the door, just grab that opportunity, just do this, just do that. All I ever had to do was this one simple thing. All I ever had to do was realize that all of these things, these traits, these characteristics, this power, this greatness, all I ever had to do was realize that it exists within me. And that's what's going to get you out of this state of feeling like I'm admiring or I'm vicariously living through other people. You don't need to do that. You have your own greatness. You have your own journey to travel down. You just have to take that first step by realizing that you have your own greatness to come into. You have your own journey to step into. You have your own power to become, to morph into. You know, it's just that realization of, oh, all I ever had to do was just do it. All I ever had to do was just see it, you know? And that's what I absolutely love about this spread here is like, it is a no, but at the same time, it's like, you're kind of in control of that no, where it's like, it's only a no because you're just not seeing it. That's it. All you have to do is see it. And that no is going to turn into a yes. Like I said before, right before I shuffled. And self-worth, you guys, I don't even have to say anything. Acceptance, just accept who you are. Accept that you also have a greatness. Accept that you also have a greatness and that you also have a power to you. Whatever it is that you are seeing in other people, you also have or can have. All you have to do is do it. Like Nike, just do it. That's all you have to do. Okay. Creation. All you have to do is create it. All you have to do is see your self-worth. All you have to do is accept. All right. So this is all that I'm saying for my pile threes. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I pray that this reading brought you guys some love, support, clarity, and strength. I want to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self and spirited self for such a beautiful message today. Hopefully you all come back to visit me sometime soon. But until next time, I'm just going to go on ahead and move on to the last pile 4, all right? Bye. All right, in pile number 4, welcome to your reading. So we'll be starting off with the tarot cards, and then we'll work our way to the oracle cards. And after I'm done looking at the tarot and the oracle cards, I'm also going to shuffle from this deck here to see if there's any extra messages, anything that you need to focus on when it comes to your chakra, any of your energy centers, anything like that. So we'll be starting off with the tarot cards first in no particular order. I'm just going to read them and just derive the messages it is that they give me. Okay. So the very first card that we have here is the 6 of Cups in reverse, Temperance in reverse, and the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So I see something from the past being a major factor here. It's like you are working with your past with this Temperance card here. Because your past has taught you. It's taught you how to move forward, to how to cope, how to deal, how to progress, how to avoid certain pitfalls and mistakes. My pile 4s are really working with their past, but this is something that has saved you. Looking at this 5 of Pentacles in reverse here, you're not feeling hopeless or defenseless or helpless anymore. That energy or vibration of despair has been lifted because you've learned how to work with the mistakes and success, even the successes of the past. You've learned how to work with your failures as lessons. You even see your wins and victories as lessons. You've pretty much detached from outcomes and putting labels on certain parts of your journey. You're starting to see your journey as a process where you run into walls sometimes, and other times you learn how to scale those walls. So this is my pile of working with what you've got, working with whatever is being or has been thrown your way. This is my pile of turning lemons into lemonade. So it's a really interesting yes that I'm getting here. It's like I am getting a yes, but it's like a lazy yes, because spirit in the universe knows that you are so resilient and pretty stubborn when it comes to your challenges. You never back down or give into your circumstances. You roll with every single punch. And so it's like the universe and spirit knows that you're going to turn whatever situation you're dealing with into another notch under your belt. It's going to be another collector's item to add to your collection of lessons. So I'm getting a yes, but it's like this feeling of even if you got a no, you would have found a way to work with it and turn it into a yes. It's like the universe really trusts you to sort of have the wisdom and their strength that you need to bring about the outcome that you want with this Temperance card here. This pile and my pile 3 was such a difficult shuffle or pile to work with. As I was shuffling, it was like the cards were going everywhere, and it started with pile 3 and it kind of carried on into this pile as well. So I knew that what that meant was that the answer of yes or no is not going to come easy. It's going to kind of play coy here. And that's what I'm feeling. It's so odd. It's like my pile 1 and 2 is like a very like obvious yes or no, but my pile 3 and 4, it's like it's like it could go either way. It's so crazy to me. It feels like a yes, but that yes is really coming from what it is that you've learned to do. It's like your resilience, your fight, your warrior is guaranteeing this yes. And so this could be kind of like a split thing where for some of you, this is a yes. For others of you, this is like kind of shaky. I'm really trying to pull an answer here before I even get to the oracle cards. Let me see. It feels like a yes to me because it's like either which way you're going to know how to work with what you've got. So, let's just get to you guys' oracle cards because this is almost too coy for me to even derive anything from it. So let's go ahead and check out you guys' oracle cards here. The very first one that we have here is the Wyvern. Your secrets are safe. The Wizard. Use your skills to aid others. Yeah, exactly. You've got skills, man. You're a magician. Seriously. Hindrance. Fate has blocked this path for you. Effort. Follow your dreams. You guys see that? You see, it's like even the oracle cards are like confused. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? Oh wow, warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Wow. I was actually calling you guys, I think I used the word warrior or soldier or something like that. Meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. And then we have take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. Okay. So starting off with effort right here. You've worked for everything you have. You have put your all into making the best out of what has been given to you. And I feel like my pile 4 is like, you guys you don't complain. Like you take what you got, you say thank you, and you spin it into gold. No matter if it's coal, if it's a lump of coal, if it's a lump of ash, it doesn't matter. You are going to spin what you have into gold. Even if you're working with very combative ingredients, even if you're working with ingredients that don't want to be put together, like temperance, you are an alchemist, you are a magician, you're a wizard. But hindrance, the thing is interesting that I'm feeling about this hindrance card is I feel like for my pile 4s, you can be one or the other. You can be your key, you can be your magician, you can be your way out, or you can be your own hindrance. It's like fate is kind of up to you. It's kind of like it's up to you what happens. And I think that may be why I'm picking up like there's like a yes and a no here. It's like a yes, follow your dreams. Like I am feeling like a yeah. But it's like also something kind of like pulling that yeah, where it's not like a yes, go for it, like really go, grow, conquer, do what you do. But it's like a yeah, it's kind of like that, but we have here follow your dreams and effort at the same time. So it's like, yeah, follow your dreams, but it's going to be work. You're a warrior. You are a warrior. You are used to fighting. You are used to the fight. You are used to having to be the alchemist, having to be the magician, having to be the wizard, having to work with these sort of different energies and entities that sort of conflict with each other. You're used to working with things that don't like to come together. You're used to working with obstacles. You're used to working with challenges and difficulties and inconveniences. You are used to working with them. And like I said, you still turn them into whatever it is that you need them or want them to be. And that's kind of what I'm saying is like, there is something sort of hindering this yes. And I want to say that for some of you, that hindrance is you. For others of you, there may be some sort of resistance somewhere. And, warrior woman, like I was saying, I think I called you guys a warrior or fighter, something like that. But you are someone who gets dealt the cards they do and you don't complain. You do what you got to do and you turn that situation around. It's like you see complaining and whining as a waste of energy. And it's just like, no, I'm just going to suit up. I'm going to grab my sword and I'm going to do what I have to do. I'm going to turn that no into a yes. That might be what I'm picking up here is like, even if you would have gotten a no, you'd have made it a yes. There's like some very weird, it's like the yes and no is mixing together in this pile. And follow your dreams and priestess are both telling me the same thing here, that you have a bigger purpose to fulfill. Because right now you guys are just working with what you got, but there's more to you. There's more to your life, to your plan, and to your purpose. You're more than just a fighter and a warrior. You are also a leader. Okay. You're also a leader. You inspire people. You are also a leader. Use your skills to aid others. You are a leader. You light the path and the way for other people. Take time to breathe out, meditate. Take time to breathe out, disseminating moon and meditate and contemplate. Full new moon in Pisces. I'm getting the vibe of take your time. Really think or contemplate on what you want. Sit on what you want to do. Like I said earlier, this spread in pile 3, I knew they were going to play coy, and that's how I'm seeing this right now. It's not a yes or a no. It's just take time, meditate and contemplate. Really figure out what it is that you want to do, because another thing that could be going on here is whatever question you're inquiring about, there may be some sort of bigger purpose or plan. Because we have you answered, warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? Wizard, use your skills to aid others. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? Effort, follow your dreams. So what I'm seeing here is like, I think the reason why Spirit won't give me like a for sure, like hardcore yes, even though I'm getting a yes with my pile 4s, I think the reason why it's not coming through like really hardcore, really intense is because there's a bigger purpose outside of maybe what it is that you're asking for. What you may be asking for may be only a fraction of what your purpose is and what your plan is. It's like you have a bigger plan and you're just not realizing it. Or it's like you have a bigger purpose and you're just kind of looking right past it, because there's something else for you to do besides what you're inquiring about. I feel like whatever it is that you guys may be inquiring about, it may not be aligned with your purpose. It may be sort of aligned to something that's a little bit more that's a little more easily digested. It may be something that's less intense than a purpose. And you know, with follow your dreams and warrior woman here in Temperance, I'm seeing like it is going to be a fight. And this 5 of Pentacles in reverse, it is going to be a fight. Following your dreams, it's going to be a fight. This thing that you're inquiring about, that yes, is going to be a fight. It's not going to be easy. That may be another thing that I'm kind of picking up, is like you will meet hindrance, you will meet resistance, you will meet things that are kind of in your way, between you and this thing that you're aiming for, between you and this thing that you're going for, between you and your purpose, between you and your dreams. There's going to be something trying to cause interference between you and you getting to that destination. The thing is, though, is that you have to completely ignore that. And you guys are able to do that because you are a warrior. I think the thing that I'm picking up with my pile 4s is this is a yes, but this yes, there is some hindrance around it. There's some resistance around it. But like I said, you guys, my pile 4s, you guys are a warrior. You're a leader. You're a magician. You're an alchemist. You are somebody that is created. You are formulated. You are built. You are instinctively built to deal with obstacles and challenges because you are a natural warrior. The thing that I'm getting with take time to breathe out and meditate and contemplate is like really decide if this journey is what you want to take, because you will meet certain things that are going to kind of be in your way. They're going to kind of try to play interference. They're going to try to kind of get in between you and your destination. So the thing that I'm getting with these 2 cards is really make sure that you are ready and prepared and willing to take on this challenge, because it is going to be challenging. It's going to be a fight. This 5 of Pentacles in reverse, Temperance, this is going to be a fight. But 6 of Cups is here in reverse, saying that you have been through worse. You've been through harder. You've been through more difficult. You've been through things that were supposed to really kind of tear you down or break you. And you fought past everything. So it's like, yeah, it's going to be a battle, but at the same time, this battle never met you before. Okay. Like, you are a natural warrior. You just are. You're a natural warrior. You're a natural alchemist. You're a natural magician. You are somebody who is also hindrance to your hindrances. You're somebody that is also resistance to your resistances. You're somebody that is a challenge to your challenges. Your challenges have never come across you before. And so it's like you're a no to your no. Your challenges think that maybe you're just going to be one and done. Your enemies may think that you're just going to be one and done. Whatever this resistance is, whatever this interference is, may think that, oh yeah, you know, I'm going to come and kind of like screw up your whole plan that you've got going on. But like I said, your challenges have never met you before. These challenges haven't come across you before. They've come across the wrong one or the right one, because you are a natural warrior. You're going to find your way to scale that wall. Like I was saying, there have been walls in your way before, but you learned how to scale over them. You learned how to either blow through them, jump over them, climb over them. You learned how to deal with everything. This is my pile of turning lemons into lemonade. And that's why I feel like this is my pile for turning a no into a yes. And that might be why this yes was kind of like a weird yes, but it is a yes. But it's just like it's going to be a fight. But you're ready for that fight. You are capable of handling this challenge and of handling this fight. So yeah, I'm seeing a yes, but whatever it is that you're inquiring about, it's going to take a little bit of alchemy. It's going to take some strength. It's going to take some warrior. It's going to take some soldier. It's going to take magic. You being a magician. It's going to take you being 10 steps ahead of it. It's going to take effort. It's going to take effort. This should be the only oracle card that we needed for this entire spread. It's going to take effort, but follow your dreams. Whatever it is that you truly want, follow your dreams, because you are more than capable of making them happen. It's just going to take effort. So I'm going to go on ahead and shuffle from these cards here on camera to see if there's any other additional messages that we can pull for this pile 4, since this was such a interesting pile. So let's go ahead and see. All right. I'm trying to see if I'm feeling like if there's an extra one in this pile, but I think these 3 cards are it. So we have here. The first one that jumped out was rejection, and this is not dealing with any particular chakra. When the gray cards jump out, this is like a neutral card when you're dealing with the gray card, so it's not attached to any particular chakra. But yeah, so we have rejection here. Like I was telling you guys, you're going to run into a wall. You're going to run into a no. This is a yes, but it's like you're going to run into a no. You're going to run into a wall, a challenge, an obstacle. You're going to run into interference. You're going to run into resistance. But look at this. You have perseverance. You are perseverance. And this is dealing with the sacral chakra. You are perseverance. That is just what you are. This challenge, whatever it is that you want, that dream that you want, is set up for you, but it's going to be a climb. It's going to be a fight, and you just have to persevere through it. Like, this is a yes, but this is a yes that you have to persevere through to get to that yes. So that's what I'm getting with my pile 4s is like, yeah, it's a yes, but you're going to have to fight. So, and then we're moving on to the card gossip, and this is dealing with the heart chakra. So gossip, what I'm getting with gossip is to be pretty careful about allowing in any sort of energy that's just not for you, or that is not going to strengthen you, that's not going to support you, that's not going to help you out in any way, shape, or form, because this journey is already going to be a little bit difficult. You're already going to run into challenges. There's going to be things that you're going to run into. And the last thing that you need is anybody or anything around you that is really taking from your energy and putting it and trying to put it into anything that is surface level, or trying to put it into anything that is just like a complete waste of your time. You know, that's what I'm getting with this gossip card, is just like, this is a complete waste of your time. If this is around you at all, get rid of that. If this is around you at all, this is something that really needs to be let go of. And it's interesting as well, because we also have this card down here, the Wyvern, that says your secrets are safe. And then we pulled the card gossip. At first I was like, gossip, this is such a random card. But looking down here, your secrets are safe. And how are you being called to step up and lead? Have you answered your deepest calling? This is telling me that there's people or influences or energies around you that are literally not on your level. They are very surface level. They're very consumed with spending their time and wasting their time doing things that is not going to benefit or add to their life at all. Like, there's just beings and energies that may be around you that are they're not on your same level. And if this is around you, you need time away from it. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. You need time away from this. As well as what this is telling me is to not be worried about who's talking, who has what to say about you following your dreams. Do not be worried about being judged or people expressing their opinions about you following your dreams, whatever those are. Whatever your dreams may be, whatever your dreams are, do not be afraid to go after them. Do not be afraid to pull out your warrior woman and to go after your dreams, whether you are a man or a woman. No matter how you identify, do not be worried or do not be afraid of pulling out your warrior woman and going after your dreams with so much veracity, with so much fire behind you. Because I'm seeing like this gossip here, it feels almost like you're afraid of what people are going to say. Possibly there could be like a little bit of the hindrance here. It could be you being a little afraid of what people are going to say, how people are going to feel, how people are going to interpret what you're doing, what their opinions and their judgments are going to be. Do not worry about that. Drop that. Persevere through it. And that may be why this card of rejection is here. You may be worried about rejection. You may be worried about people not believing in you or not seeing the vision that you see. You may be worried about people talking bad about you. You may be worried about dealing with that type of rejection where it's like, oh, you don't see what I see. You don't get what I get. You don't believe in me. You may be worried about that rejection. You need to persevere. Your warrior woman needs to come out and you need to persevere. Okay. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. 5 of Pentacles is somebody that's running around looking for help. They're looking for shelter. They're looking for support. They're looking for it and they can't find it anywhere. They're running outside in the cold, right past a church with the lights on. They don't even see it because they're just running around so frantically. You need to persevere. You have a warrior within you. You are being called to step up and lead. There are so many cards here that are attuning to you have a job, a journey that is all about you stepping up and leading. That is about you not playing in the background, but you are supposed to be in the forefront. You're supposed to be center stage. And if you are worried about the people around you and what they're going to say, how they're going to feel, what they're going to think, they don't matter. What matters is you, your happiness and your journey, your purpose and your calling. You need to be fulfilled in a way where it's like, I feel what it is that I am doing is meant for me. And if you don't agree with it, I can't help you with that. So what I'm seeing is a huge yes. But the thing is that you may be worried about what's around you. Gossip, rejection. You may be worried about outside influences and how they're going to feel. But you can't be worried about that because you're being called to step up and lead. You're being called to your deepest calling. Your skills can help aid others. Okay. And like I was saying with this hindrance card, I was kind of seeing this hindrance card as it could be possibly you hindering your own self. And that's a huge possibility. If you are worried about rejection, if you are worried about gossip, if you're worried about what people are going to think or say or feel, then that is your hindrance. And that's what you need to let go of. Let go of your past, let go of the people around you, let go of these judgments and beliefs. Pull out your warrior woman and follow your dreams. Okay. And do not be worried about any of these things. Like I said, it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a climb. The card of effort is here. It's not going to be easy because of probably what's around you, because of the energies around you, rejection and gossip. But that's not for you to worry about. That is not your concern. That's not your problem to worry about. It's not your job to worry about what other people are going to think. So really meditate and contemplate. Take time to breathe out. Figure out what it is that speaks to you. Figure out what your dreams truly are, with or without people's approval, with or without people's support. And you go after that. And don't be worried about rejection and gossip. Do not be worried about this at all. Persevere right past that because that's your deepest calling. Your deepest calling is to be a warrior, is to be a leader. Don't worry about what's around you. Don't worry about what's going on around you. Don't worry about the words and opinions of others that are going to be circulating around you. Effort. This will take effort, okay? But you are built for this. You can do this. You can persevere. All right. So I am saying a yes for you guys, but it's going to be a few battles that you might not be happy about. There's going to be a few things that you might not want to deal with. But you don't need to worry about that. And you don't need to worry about your privacy, your secrets. You don't need to worry about people talking about, oh, well, you see what she's doing or you see what he's doing. They used to be doing this or they used to be doing that. That's neither here nor there. That's not for you to worry about. You've got way bigger fish to fry than what they're yapping about. So just let them yap. Let them talk, So this is all that I'm seeing for my pile number 4s. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I pray this reading brought you guys some love, support, clarity, and strength. I want to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self and spirit itself for coming through and delivering such a beautiful message today. Hopefully you all come back to visit me sometime soon. But until next time, you guys stay safe, stay blessed, keep conquering the world. And I'll be back next time, all right? Bye, guys.